Hello and welcome to Metal Vice, a podcast where we talk about all things music.
Well, the things we care about.
That's right, which is mainly metal music and live music. I'm your host, Brian, joined your other host,
Karen.
And today we are talking about our 2025 recap. I don't know, that's a weird way to say that. We're going to do our 2025 recap, yearly...
Year-end review.
That's the better way to call it, yes. We're going to do our 2025 year-end review. This is, I think, our fourth one we've done.
Oh, is it really?
2022, 3, 4, and now 5.
Oh, wow.
2022 is when we started. I think that was in like September-ish, August that we started that podcast. I can't remember exactly when we started it, but it was later in the year.
Yeah. Like we posted like October 8th or something. That's the first time.
Yeah, but we started this tradition of doing these year recaps there, and they've sort of evolved. Basically, we have 13 categories where we're going to name off our top 6 within that category.
Ish.
Yes, you have less than 6 sometimes. Sometimes I have less, but whatever. It's basically what I'm trying to say here is how this all started is we hate when people do the top 10 X, top 10 albums, top 10 songs. Rolling Stones does this all the time. Top 100 metal or rock albums or songs of all time. And we fucking hate those lists. Because there's some committee somewhere writing it out and you always like go through it and like, what the fuck? Why is that number 87? Why isn't it higher? And like, you're down here in the 20s. Like, how the fuck is that ranked that highly and whatnot? So when we say top 6, they can be in any order. There's not like saying this one is number 1. It's just, here are 6 things for a category. Like one category is our favorite concerts or something like we went to, right? So not necessarily that this is the best concert of the year, but it's like in the top running for one of the top shows. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We've got 13 categories. I guess I can list off what those categories are real quick. The first category we're going to go through is this year's best tour names. Then we have the best lineups, our favorite merch, our favorite new bands we've discovered, top new songs, the things we missed out on, the top things we missed out on, top 6 venues of the year that we've been to, because live music, one of the big things for us is venues. And we'll talk about each one of these categories when we get to it as well. But number 8 is biggest disappointments of the year, followed by number 9, favorite individual moments. Then we have this year's best overall shows at number 10. At 11, we have next year's wants, the things we're looking forward that we want, that we don't know about. And then the things we're excited for next year that we do know about is number 12. And the final category that we just added last year and we kind of kept around is how have we changed throughout the year? Before we get into that, though, we did have our sort of predictions for 2025 that we set back in our last episode of this. Those included Spotify sort of recaps and whatnot. We did a 666 on our Spotify recaps where we went through our raps and sort of talked through that with each other, and it was kind of fun. So we're not really going to go over all of that during this, but we did also make concert predictions as well. For me, I had Metallica at the Sphere. That did not happen. Bloodywood US tour. I think there was some debate back and forth that they were going to do a tour. They did do a tour as supporting, but not as a headlining, so somewhat right. I did say No Lamb of God tour, which they did tour, but it was sort of a bunch sporadic. Of one-off shows.
Yeah. We did go, though.
If I'm going to count Bloodywood, I'll count that too. And we did go, yes, at the in Indiana at the casino, whatever casino it was. I did say mid-60s for number of shows we went to, and I think the final number, I can pull that up real quick. The final number was 62, so not quite mid, but 61. In the 60s. There's 2 movies in there as well. So like, do those count or do they not count and whatnot? So I don't know. They're in there, but whatever. In the 60s, more than 1 a week, which, yeah. And I said smaller and local shows, which I guess we did go to a lot more shows at Reggie's, not any at Beat Kitchen, Sleeping Village we went to. So there were, I'd say, more than 2024 for sure. How about you? What'd you have for your concert predictions?
I had Windrose because I was like really wanting to see them for a long time.
We missed them last year. They were at like that 420 show where there's like 8 shows in one day.
Yeah. Raven Black. I wanted to see one of their shows, which didn't get to do. And then a great lineup or festival we are going to. Which
I guess we did technically do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the...
I don't know what that was referring to.
Yeah. Also, like I said, we did go through our Spotify sort of wraps, our individual ones, but One thing we do as well whenever we go to a concert is to find the set list and add that to a playlist for that year's sort of concerts that we went to. And so we've done this ever since 2022 as well. And so like in 2022, we had 56 hours and 19 minutes. This year we had 524 hours and 19 minutes of music on that playlist.
Holy shit.
With a total of...
You sure that's right?
That's what it says, yeah.
Then why do you have 124, not 524?
Oh, shit. Did I say 500?
Yeah.
No,
you did.
sorry. This year, the total was 124 hours and 19 minutes. Did I say 500?
You did say 500. That's why I was like, there's no way we had 500.
Oh, shit. No, it's 124. My bad. Still more
still
than
the
double
highest.
from...
Yeah.
And every year it's gone up. Like
Yeah.
last year was 110, so we've gone up by 24 minutes. Or 24 hours. No, sorry. 14 hours. Goddamn numbers. Just a few more numbers here real quick. The number of songs this year was 1,790 songs, the most so far. And the number of unique artists was 175. So
Oh.
just a few more than the previous year.
Yeah.
There were not a lot of duplicates this year, but we did see several bands multiple times.
Yeah.
Dream Theater, Lamb of God. I'm sure there's a handful of others in there as well.
Yeah.
So that cuts down. We only put unique songs on there once, or songs on that playlist once. But yeah, let's start off with the first category. This is going to be a long episode because it always is. But do you want to start with the first one, or do you want me to start with the first one?
Yeah, I didn't have 6 for the best tour names.
Okay, why don't you read off what you had for the number, or the first category is this year's best tour names, the tour names that we like the best of the year.
Top of the list, Back to the Beginning was the best.
Okay.
I'm calling that a tour. It was a concert, but
All right, that's fair. We do lump tours and sort of festival names in there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fair.
I don't know about festival names, but okay.
Yeah.
It was just the best name for that show ever. Yeah, decided.
They're going back home to the beginning of where metal started for a metal show. Like, yeah, it's an awesome name.
Poisoned Ascendancy Tour, which was Trivium and
A Bullet for My
A
Valentine.
Bullet for My Valentine.
Who else was there?
We got to see
Fit for an Autopsy? No.
Malevolence and
Malevolence was there, yes.
or no, was it Malevolence?
No,
or?
it wasn't. It was, all right, so it was Trivium, Bullet for My Valentine, August Burns Red, and Bleed From Within.
Bleed From Within.
It was the first boat year. I knew that.
Yeah. And then the last one I had was Folk Fest of the North.
Ooh.
Almost everything else was just like 2025 tour or the album name.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not really going to put an album name as a great tour name because it's just the album.
Yeah. We have said that before. And I think the past years you have said your favorite tour name was North America 2020 X because that was just sort of funny that all of them were that way.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of tours that are North America 2020 X, the year it is, which is just kind of lazy. You guys you're a band, you're creative, you're artists. Like, you can come up with something cool. So that's why we do like to name off the tour names. And the album is also true because they do like say the album name and then like the year they're touring on that album, which it's a little better than North America tour, but not by much.
Yeah, I just didn't want to add any of those because in my mind I was just like, that's not that cool.
Which the Poison Ascendancy is that way, right? It's the two albums melded together. Just like Ashes of Leviathan, which I think was on both of our lists last year.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Yeah. Like you, I also had Poison Ascendancy, and I also had Back to the Beginning. Along the name of sort of an album name is the Ice Nine Kills tour with the Silver Screamathon tour.
Yeah, I didn't see that though.
No, you didn't. But that's where they had the first Silver Scream album, and then the second one they played 2 nights in each city. Album 1 one night, album 2 the next night. So it kind of like that. It was melding those two together. The other one I have is the Peel It Back tour with Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, sure. No, I was going to put that on there. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Which we did a 666. We haven't posted it yet about the tour poster and how you like peel it back and everything. Really cool. But you're going to put that on yours, so I'll make that a note.
Yeah, I thought about that like when we saw it, and then I just didn't add it to my list.
Yeah, I did like the To Rid Myself of Truth tour.
Oh.
I thought that was a really cool name. I think that's an album, isn't it?
It's a song name. I don't...
Of Sulfur, right?
No, it's Signs of the Swarm.
Signs of the Swarm, sorry. That was a really cool tour name. And the last one
It's
I
the
had,
album name too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew it was a song. I didn't know if it was the album name. I'm not very good at album names, so.
the last one I have is the Struck Dead Tour, the other Trivium show with Ginger and Harriet. This I liked because it was originally named Ascend Above the Ashes, but then when the EP came out, they renamed the tour to be the same as the album. I've never experienced that personally, where a tour gets renamed after it was announced to meet like
That you're
to
aware
match.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a unique experience for me. So I think that's why I put that there.
Yeah.
Next, we have the best lineups, which this may not have been the best shows, but you know the lineup itself was killer.
Yeah.
I'll start this off for me. Back to the beginning. Like, come on, that lineup alone, it's insane.
Yeah, it was great.
Then I had Meshuggah, Cannibal Corpse, and Carcass. That was a really fun show, and that lineup itself, when I think about it, it's like, holy shit, that's a great lineup.
Unfortunately, we only saw like 2/3 of that show.
We missed Carcass, and we did an episode on that, but yeah, that was a great lineup.
Yeah.
The other great lineup I had was Avatar, Alien Weaponry, and Spirit World, our last show, our pseudo last show of 2025. I then have Lamb of God, Cavalera, and Power Trip.
Oh yeah, that was a good show.
That was a really good show. After that, I have back to England, Slayer, Anamark, Anthrax, Mastodon, Hatebreed, and Neckbreaker. Again, we missed Neckbreaker, unfortunately, but that was a good show.
That was a great lineup as well.
And the final one I had, I did struggle with this a little bit, but the final one I have, just overall, I like these three bands. I like the vibe of it, but Disturbed, 3 Days Grace, and Seven Dust.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good tour, and I was excited when that got announced.
I had way more than 6 to add to my list, but I only chose 6. So I did have the Back to the Beginning on here as well as number 1. Then I had the Chaos and Carnage tour that they did last year's lineup. It was just great. It was like you went from brutal death metal to deathcore to opera death metal to violins with Nia Obliviscaris.
Oh.
And then ending with like was it Fit for an Autopsy? Oh no, it was
Dying Wish. No, Dying Fetus.
Dying Fetus. Yeah. So I don't know. It was just like a great night of everything altogether.
That was a good show.
This for me personally was just a great lineup of Whitechapel, Brand of Sacrifice, 200 Stab Wounds, and Oluvel. That was just a fantastic night, and the crowd was fantastic.
I assume that would be number 1 for you, or up there for you.
Yeah. This was just a really fun lineup and really fun show. Was the Native Howl, Tejon Street Corner Thieves, and Cricket. Do you remember that show?
I loved that show. I did not expect you to put that up there.
It's just fun. Like it was just fun bands added together. I think they all kind of went well together and everything. The Mudvayne, Static X, and Vendage show I had on the list.
Yeah, that was a good lineup too.
I loved that lineup. It was just the energy of the crowd. Everything was just so much fun that night. I think that's where like my mind is going. Is like, was it? How much fun did I have?
Okay, I did. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I approached it slightly different. I didn't necessarily have to enjoy this show, but when you saw the lineups, like, holy shit, that's fucking killer.
Yeah.
But I feel like you felt that same way when you saw the lineups, like, holy shit, that's killer. But then the cherry on top is definitely the show itself was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. I forgot about the Lamb of God with the Power Trip show. That was fantastic as well. My last one, though, that I had, because we could only choose 6, was Omnium Gatherum, Ether Realm, Hyena, and Illusion of Fate. Just the best like Doom night ever. Like that show was just really, really good.
That was a solid show. Yeah.
So like I said, I could have probably put like 10, 12 lineups on here as like best, but only chose 6.
Okay.
And I went all over the place. I didn't just choose.
You did go all over the place, yes.
And that sort of thing.
I assumed these would be different for us, mostly outside of Back to the Beginning.
Back to the Beginning, yeah.
But
unfortunately, here in a couple days, we cannot speak about Back to the Beginning from this year anymore.
Yes, from this year's perspective, yes. Moving right along. This is moving a little quicker than I thought it would. We're only 15 minutes in. Normally, this is like 3 hours long.
That's fine.
But yeah, we'll see how long this ends up being at the end. It's typically a longer episode. We'll see.
I think we have our vibe down now.
We do. We do have that.
Yeah.
I guess moving on to number 3.
Yeah, you go first on these again because I was having a hard time coming up with merch ideas, but Go ahead.
Okay, and we'll throw photos of these up if you're watching this on YouTube for like the
I
merch
don't
items.
have all of the photos though.
What we have photos for,
Okay.
we'll throw up.
Okay.
So this used to be favorite tour merch. I think last year we changed it to be just favorite merch, because like it doesn't necessarily have to be from the tour. The idea was our favorite merch we picked up from bands, and like we're big believers in buying merch from bands, from their shows, from their websites, from licensed providers and whatnot, just because it helps the bands out. Like find your music you love, and that's how we end our shows. Like support your music, go see live shows, but also if you can, buy some merch and shit from them. So
And next year we have a whole new idea on merch. So
yes. So I'll start this off. My top 6 favorite merch items of the year. The first one I have is my Ozzy Villa Park scarf that we picked up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We went to see Metallica in Spain at Madrid. Who was that? It was Atletico de Madrid. That's where they played that stadium. And after we left there, it's like, what I want to do is get a scarf from every stadium that we go to if we go see a soccer stadium, because scarves are really big in soccer culture. So get a scarf for that team when we see a show there. And Ozzy had a special one for Back to the Beginning with Villa Park and Aston Villa. So I got that, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
The next one, I did not get any, but I thought it was really cool, and I want to see more shit like this, and I want to get some in the future. But the Avatar trading cards that you could pick up at their merch stand when they were on tour. By the time we got to the merch stand at the Chicago show, they were out. We even showed up like somewhat early, so I don't know if they just didn't have any left or what, but I thought that was really cool. I want to pick some up at some point, but yeah, didn't get any, but I thought that was really cool. Next is the Where Only the Truth Is Spoken album by Malevolence. I got 2 copies of this.
Oh yeah.
The Bean Can cassette, which is right up here above my
you
head.
can't see it,
Again, I'll throw photos up.
Yeah.
But it came in a can of beans, and it's sealed at the top. I haven't broken the seal. And the cassette is like, looks like it's beans, like baked beans.
Yeah, like British beans.
Yes, yeah. The other version is up here above you. It's the album, but it's a CD in a PS5 sort of container, like a cassette or a case for a PS5 game. I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. Malevolence has some of the best packaging for their albums. Last year, I think my favorite one on this list was an album of theirs, or a cassette of theirs as well. But it was like the Marlboro cigarettes.
Yeah.
So
But Malevolence was the Marlboro symbol or logo.
Yeah, so I love what they're doing with their like these fun one-off merches, and they're like limited edition and bullshit. Like I don't care, they're cool package. I'm a sucker for packaging, so that made the list. Another item I did not get: the Clutch Dodge Dart Swinger model kits.
I didn't know we could add things that we didn't purchase.
Oh, well, yeah. I thought that was really cool when it was announced. I checked out their website. It wasn't up there yet. And then checked a few days later and it was sold out. So I thought that was really cool. It's a really cool concept, but oh well, didn't get it. The next one I have that I thought was really cool was the Shinedown show poster for the show that we went to. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We went with friends. It was a fun little trip. We had a lot of shows up there. It was a unique poster for that city.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really liked that poster. And the final item, probably honestly, again, we don't rank these, but this is probably my favorite one out of all of them, is the Frozen Soul Magic the Gathering back patch that you got me as a gift throughout the year. And
I forgot about that, but that is pretty cool.
It's just a Magic the Gathering, like the back of a Magic the Gathering card, but with Frozen Soul on it. And it's really cool. It's melding Frozen Soul and Magic the Gathering because they're big Magic the Gathering fans. I like Magic the Gathering. I like Frozen Soul. So it's a really cool back patch. I'd love to see the guy who make this do other patches for Frozen Soul.
Like the small ones.
But do cards of each member and make them the Power 9. Like, that'd be so fucking awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, yeah, that was my list of the top 6 merch items.
Mine are 3 from Back to the Beginning and then one other one. But we share shirts most of the time, but we do have my shirts and your shirts. So my Back to the Beginning shirt is the screen print shirt.
Like the limited edition screen print.
Yeah. So I like that a lot. It's like kind of a aqua green blue color. And also I put on here that I like it a lot because it's also not as noticeable So like a lot of people know the purple, like Back to the Beginning.
Yeah.
But like when you wear, like hardly anybody says anything to me, and I'm okay with that. Like I don't mind wearing shirts and have people start conversations. That's absolutely fine. But sometimes, especially with Back to the Beginning, I don't want to have a conversation.
Right.
I don't know. Like I don't
you
want to
feel
boast.
like you're bragging.
Yeah, I don't want to boast about it and be like, I went to the show. So,
And we talked about that when we did like the episodes on Back to the Beginning of like, it's really hard to talk about this
Yeah.
because we were A, lucky enough to be in
Yeah.
a position where we could go, and B, lucky enough to get fucking tickets
Yeah.
to the show.
Yeah, so it's still hard to be like, I do bring it up sometimes, like if somebody asks about it or talks about it, I'm like, yeah, we were able to go, but it's like, it's awkward. It's
Yeah.
such an awkward conversation.
And as you said, that shirt, like the art it was shown on like social media for like the alternate poster.
Yeah.
And then it was on the shirt as well, but it was like closer to when the show happened that was
Yeah.
announced and revealed.
Yeah, I only saw it Thursday of the show when the art or when the pop-up opened up, and we didn't even know it was open. So we went out on Friday, and by the time we got there on Friday, like it was sold out. I mean, we got the shirt, but the poster was sold out.
Yeah.
Second thing from Back to the Beginning was being able to buy my aunt a Back to the Beginning shirt.
I forgot
with
about
Ozzy.
that. Yeah.
So that just made me so happy to be able to do
I
that.
forgot about
that. She likes Ozzy, so was able to get her a shirt. So it's not a merch. That's why I said I don't have a picture of that because we don't have the shirt.
Yeah.
We don't have the shirt anymore. I'll just throw this in there for Back to the Beginning was getting the poster. 'Cause
Oh, yes.
like I said, when we got there on Friday, merch was very, very long. And when we got up there, we were told that posters were sold out. I think they either found some or the person that we were talking to didn't realize that we meant the show poster, not the screen print poster. But
Yeah,
anyways, we
'cause
were told they were sold out.
Yeah, because we walked back like 40 minutes later, right by the same merch line, and they were handing out posters.
Yeah,
again.
people were walking away with posters. So something happened there, but we ended up going over to the Aston Villa merch.
the team shop.
The club shop. Yeah. And they had so many posters. So we were good there. We were able to get one. So just made me happy because I thought it was my fault that we didn't get a poster because I could not wake up that morning and get around. So
We were going there for the scarf, so
and
that's
we
the
got
main
the
reason we
scarf.
walked in there. Yeah, I wanted the
so,
scarf.
Yeah. So we were able to get a poster anyways. So, and then the fourth thing on my list was the boat trinkets. So we didn't buy them, but this year, I mean, every year it's fun to get the trinkets, but this year was just even more fun. I don't know why. Like it was just, I was finding a lot more around the boat, and just
We were also handing more shit out this
we handed
year.
out a lot of shit, and
Not much. I mean, we had the pics, I guess.
yeah, well, the pics, and then we did the ghost figurines.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Which still don't know. I know one person that got them.
Oh really?
Well, the guy from the Netherlands that was
Oh,
behind,
he was behind us. Yeah, I
Yeah.
put it down. And he picked it up.
Yeah. He didn't see us put it down, but then he's like, I'm going to take this. And
Yeah,
then the
yeah,
other
yeah.
guy's like, are you supposed to? He's like, I don't care. I did. So, but hopefully maybe someday we'll talk to somebody and they got one. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this year, I don't know. It just seemed like a lot of people had trinkets, and you don't have to take trinkets on the boat, but it was just so much fun
Yeah.
to get them. So,
Yeah.
so those were my 4.
I like that.
I know it's not 6, but
Whatever. I know you struggle with this sometimes.
I do.
We have a document that is sort of the skeleton of this, where you have a copy, I have a copy, because we don't show what each one had, like what you're putting on yours, and like this is the first
Yeah.
time we reveal it. And I make these. I'll probably start making this next week before the end of 2025 for next year, and we're supposed to fill these out, or the intent is we will fill these out as the year goes on, so we don't forget. Problem is, we don't fill it out until like 2 days before recording this episode.
Yeah. I
And
filled
there's-
it out like last week.
Yeah,
so.
and it's like trying to go back and remember, like, what the fuck did we get?
Well, and earlier this year, I was in one of like in a journal. I was like kind of like writing notes like whenever I thought about something, and then it's like I didn't continue that. Like I did
Yeah.
it for a couple months and then I stopped.
Yeah,
And I need to do better.
same. We always say that, but I don't know. Maybe next year we'll do better, but probably not, honestly.
No, I know.
Moving right along, then number 4, our favorite new bands.
Yeah.
Why don't you lead this one off?
Yeah. So I had in no order here. It's just when I was typing them out, but Hyena, yeah, I don't know how to say it, but it was at the Omnium Gathering show. They were the first. Well, they had a local opener, and then they were the first
Tour opener.
Like doom death metal kind of like vibe. So good. we could have listened to them for 2 hours. Like it was,
Yeah,
they were so good.
they were great.
An opener for Signs of the Swarm tour, which was Mental Cruelty from Germany, I believe is where they're from. I never heard of them, and I enjoyed their set so much, like so much. From Chaos and Carnage tour, Flesh God Apocalypse.
Okay.
Such a surprise to me because I'd heard of their name so much, and
Yes.
like their name and their performance was two totally different
Yeah,
things.
the name doesn't match the performance that much with the
it's like-
opera.
with like, yeah, opera metal. Like, I mean, it's so good. I was so surprised. Also from that tour was Neobula Viscaris with the violins and
yeah.
everything. So, and along those lines with violins was M&S.
I
who
knew you were going to put that on there.
I love that. I can't wait to see them. I think they were here in March last year, but
were they
I
really?
had not found them yet. So I found them on social media, and I cannot wait to see them. I feel like it's going to be like a Slaughter to Prevail thing where I'm so hyped to see them, and then once I see them, it's like, oh, that was it. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how it's going to be. So I had 5 on my list. I'm excited to hear your 6 if you have 6.
I do have 6.
To see if one more pops out.
All right, it's probably not, but it might.
Okay.
I also had Hyena
Okay.
on my list.
And we're not saying that name correctly.
We're probably
Right.
not saying that name correctly. They're from Texas.
Hayanya.
Hyena. I think that's right. The next one I have, it was new to me. You wanted me to see them so much or so badly.
Yes, yeah.
200 Stab Wounds.
Yes. I saw them in Ireland for the first time in 2024. And as soon as they went on stage, I was like, Brian has to see
Oh,
them.
they were so fucking good when we saw them. That was the Whitechapel show, right?
Whitechapel, yep.
It was a good show. I loved
Yeah.
that show. It was great.
Yeah.
200 Stab Wounds was what stole the show for me for sure. Next is a band that I think I saw them last year, but I didn't like really register with me. But this year they started popping up a lot. I think maybe not, but this year they popped up a lot on our playlist when I listened to it, and I fell in love with it listening to it. But it's Shadow of Intent.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
I think we did see them 2 years ago.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen them before, but this, like, again, it's
I could add them to my list because this year is when I really started listening
Right,
to them
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
so it's not like they're not like new, but it's like, oh, I'm really finally starting to dive deeper.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna add that to my list.
Okay.
'Cause, same, like I had heard them and listened to them before, but like this year was like,
Yeah.
I already have a list of like 5 bands I need to look up for, for next year.
Another band I have is Thrown into Exile.
Oh shit!
They were
yeah,
that Arch Enemy show.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were really good.
they
I
were
liked
so
them
good.
a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, and they're from like Britain.
Are they? I can't remember where they're from.
Yeah, I can't remember. They
But
were so good.
They were really good.
Yeah.
We walked in late to their set.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
only got like the last 2 or 3 songs. And that little bit was like, holy fuck, this is awesome. I
Yeah.
wish we were able to make it before this.
Yeah,
I can't remember why we were late, but we were late. I remember that.
Right.
I don't know
can't
if the
remember
show
why.
started super early or something. I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
what
don't
it
remember.
was.
Yeah.
Next, I played this for you. You didn't like it, but I think they're fucking amazing. And they're an older band as well, I think. But Igor, I believe, is their name. And it's just this weird sort of amalgamation of like sounds, and there's like some classical elements to it, and it just goes in like this really weird direction. It's weird and trippy. I love it so much. I want to see them live so bad.
I must have really not enjoyed them because it does not even.
We were in the
Strike my
car,
mind.
I think, driving to like Sound Growler for Metal
Okay.
Yoga or some shit. I don't know. But I played it for you, and you're like, yeah, I don't like this. And I'm like,
Okay.
all right, whatever.
Okay.
Along those lines, though, we go to Sound Growler for Metal Yoga, and the last song is always the same when we do our like cool down meditation aspect. And I love that last song. And I finally went up to the instructor and I asked her like, hey, so what's that last song called? And she like pulled up the playlist like, oh, I don't know what it's called, but it's from a band called OM. O-M. And the song is like, I'll pull it up. I'm going to butcher the name. The song is Haka al Yakin, I believe. H-A-Q-Q, the next word, A-L-Y-A-Q-I-N. Haka al Yakin, or something like that. She's like, I'm not even going to pronounce it, but here's the song. Fucking love that song. So goddamn good. And I've been listening to a lot more Ohm ever since then. Very similar vibes to like Sun.
Sun.
A
yeah,
little bit
Sunno.
like Sun,
Yeah.
but not.
Oh, Sun or Sunno?
Sunno, sorry.
Okay.
Sunno.
Okay. I was like, is there a different band called Sun? There probably is. But
Similar vibe in terms of like just the sound
Yeah.
and maybe not exactly a good comparison, but like if you like Sun O, I think you'd like Ohm. And yeah, I fucking loved them. So I've been listening to them ever since.
I was just thinking Silas or something like that.
Silas.
We did not see them, but they toured with Trivium. And
oh yes,
but we got
for that Bolt for the Valentine show. Yeah,
we got we just said this. Who was the opener that we got? From the boat.
Yeah. Bleed from Within.
We got Bleed from Within, but we stopped at like some hotel because we were going to try to go to the bar.
Yep.
But they were having a private party, so we couldn't. But the door person or the valet person saw our shirts and was talking to us about the show, and we said we were going to Trivium.
Yep.
And he was like, "Oh, I would have went, but I wanted to see it when Silas was with them." I might be saying
Silosis, I think.
Silosis. That's how you say it. Yes. And like I have started listening to Silosis, and
really,
there's one song that I just absolutely. It's like there's the thrashy, but the core aspect of it is so good. I think you would really enjoy it too.
I think I tried to listen to it and I didn't enjoy it that
really?
much, but maybe that one song would be.
Yeah, like I can't even remember what the song is right now. See, I'm such a horrible narrator for all this, but I could have added them to the list.
Yeah, I forgot about that because I was wearing like my Meshuggah shirt, which we had just seen, and we went to go to St. Louis to see that show.
Yeah, that's where we were. Yeah,
and
it was in Chesterfield, I think, but
just outside one of the burbs. Yeah. And I guess Meshuggah was like there the night before.
Yeah.
And there was like another bar we went to that same day, and like the lady or somebody working the hostess booth or something was like, "Oh shit, Meshuggah, that's an awesome shirt." And I was like, "Thanks. Where'd you go to the show?" or something like that.
Yeah, we had a conversation.
So there was like
about
two or three people who noticed the Meshuggah shirt and like, "Holy shit, that's fucking awesome."
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That was really cool.
Yeah. Now we're at the top new songs.
Yeah.
How did you do on this?
I got 6.
Are they from 2025 though?
No, not all of them are. I did make that mistake last year.
Yeah.
So I already mentioned Haka Al Kain.
Yeah.
That's on my list because it's new to me.
It's new to you, yeah.
But why don't you lead off yours that you have? And this is one where I feel like I should fill this out as I go through the year because now trying to remember.
Yes, that was my problem.
I think last year I put on a Slipknot song that was from the year before. So it was like, it was on my top 6 for 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So I fucked up there.
Yeah. Mine started with Oblivion, Lorna Shore.
Okay, yeah, that's a good song.
Captain Goat, Avatar. Sepsis, Lamb of God.
Okay.
The Shit of God by Behemoth.
Oh, that's off their new album. Yeah. I forgot that came out. That came out this year, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Holy
it's so
shit,
good.
yeah.
Like earlier this year.
See, that's the thing. I forget that this shit comes out.
Unstoppable by Lorna Shore. Could have done, what was that other one? Glenwood by Lorna Shore.
Glenwood. I like that
I could have just done that whole album, but that's kind of not good.
I like the video for Glenwood.
Yeah.
That's a really good video.
And then God-Fearing Man by M&S.
Oh, I assume that would be there for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I already said but like you, Avatar, Captain Goat, and Lamb of God, Sepsis were on my list for sure. There's also Amon Amarth, We Rule the Waves.
Oh, yeah, that's a good song.
That's a real... I love Amon Amarth.
Yeah. This year for top new songs, like I could have probably went on for ever.
This one was a struggle for me, but 3 Days Grace...
Oh, the new one?
The Alienation album. I put the whole album on there. I listened to that a lot. I listened to a lot of 3 Days Grace, especially early in the year. So it was early 2025 was definitely a 3 Days Grace year for me. It kind of got away from that toward the middle and end, but yeah, they played a big part. Final one, I also love this song so much. As soon as it came out, I loved it. And the flute just at the beginning was fucking killer. But Tonight We Must Be Warriors by Avatar. Again.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So that wraps up category 5. Moving on to category 6.
Did you have 6 things?
I did have 6 things that we missed out on. Did you not?
I only had 5.
Well, what are they?
Okay, so the first thing I put on on the list was we had a road trip planned. And we were going to like go up to Wisconsin and then Michigan and then go down to Ohio and see a show every single night.
Yeah.
However, Back to Beginning was announced. We got tickets, so we had to cut something.
And that was the thing that got
cut.
That
was one thing that we cut.
We had already bought so the whole thing was we were going to end at a summer festival.
Incarceration.
Yeah. And we had already bought tickets to that.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason we went to Incarceration, honestly.
Yeah. So,
I forgot about that.
So we did go to Incarceration, but we didn't do the road trip thing that we were going to do.
I was super excited for
Yeah.
that. I think I put
Yeah.
that on the things I was looking forward to the most last year, just because it seemed like such a fun thing.
Yeah, we just
And,
couldn't do it. And we're not going to be able to do it in 2026 or 2027.
Probably not 2027 either.
Yeah.
So maybe 2028.
Maybe,
See,
yeah.
because we already got big fuck it.
Yeah,
like,
we have big plans, and vacation-wise, like, got to
yeah.
get that work in. We can't get fired for taking too many days
The road
off.
trip would be so much fun.
I know. Yeah, we'll do it eventually.
Yeah.
And if we're not doing the podcast anymore, maybe we'll just do a video on it or
Maybe,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not saying the podcast is going anywhere.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
That would probably make my list. Maybe it will. Maybe I'll knock one of these. We'll see.
Something else off. The Volbeat 3 Days Grace and Wage War show in Canada. I think it was in the end of June, and we were trying to plan everything to go, not necessarily to the Canada show, but like that's where they were, the closest one to us. Like we were trying to plan to drive there, and we were like, okay, well we could just drive, see the show, and then drive home the next day. We were like trying to plan everything.
And you mentioned the bands for that. It was Volbeat, Wage War, and was it 3 Days Grace?
3 Days Grace, yeah.
See, and you're a big Wage War fan.
Yeah.
We didn't see Wage War at all
No.
last year or
No.
this year, 2025, whatever. That would have been a great show.
Yeah.
It really would have been a great show.
And
I forgot about that
and we
too.
didn't get to see Volbeat, or we didn't get to see that tour at all
No.
with Volbeat. We did see 3 Days Grace twice.
You saw him
I
twice.
saw him twice.
I saw
yeah.
him once.
Yeah. So we just wanted to see that lineup so
Yeah.
bad, and we couldn't. Yeah. The other thing we had to cut because of Back to the Beginning was Decibel, going out to Denver.
Yeah.
It was
Well-
more of a what?
I was going to say, go ahead, finish your thought, and then I'll add to it.
I was gonna say it's just more of a money thing to be able to pay for hotel for 5 days plus the flights and everything. It just added up a little bit, and it's like if we're spending the money on going to England,
Yeah.
we needed to cut something.
Agreed. 100% agreed. I kind of remember us not going to do Decibel and possibly do Christmas Burns Red.
We were, yes, you're right.
So we had to cut whatever it was. We had
Yeah.
to cut that show.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't Decibel, it was Christmas Burns Red. If it wasn't Christmas Burns
Okay.
Red, it would have been like
Okay.
it would have been one of those two shows we would have done.
I understand what you're saying now. So it wasn't necessarily that we cut Decibel. We were going to cut Decibel either way.
That December
but we
trip.
had to cut out August Burns Red or
Which-
whatever show we were going to go to.
Side question for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you consider that Decibel Denver Metal and Beer, I said it right this time, festival, a Christmas show? It's not a Christmas themed, but it for us for the last 3
It's
years.
always been Christmas to us.
It's been the kickoff of the Christmas season for us.
And like everything's decorating Christmas. It's winter themed, like the logo and everything
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
ice and winter and
Yeah.
stuff. So
I,
that's a good question.
I've started to consider that version of the Metal and Beer Fest to be a Christmas
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
even though it's not Christmas related, right, or holiday related. But it's the kick. It's always at
It's
the
the
early
kickoff,
December,
yeah.
and it's what starts the holiday season for us.
Yeah, yeah. So now the next one's kind of a duplicate then because I did put Christmas show 2025 that we had to miss.
That's fair.
But now like talking about this whole thing, it's like I'm kind of double dipping there because either way we're gonna miss one. But
I'm fine with it though.
yeah. The last one on my list, I didn't have 6, I had 5, but we had to cancel all our plans to go to the Death Angel show, which was in Davenport, Iowa.
Oh yes.
So we were going to meet up with friends kind of halfway. Like they were coming from the Des Moines area. We were coming from Chicago. We were going to meet and just have a day together or whatever and see the show together.
Yeah.
And then there was a freak snowstorm that day.
Pretty bad snowstorm
Yeah,
that day
so,
across the Midwest between Iowa and Chicago.
Yeah, between Friday and Sunday. So either way, I mean, I'm glad we didn't even try to go.
And I don't know if it was during this episode I talked about it or previous. We've like recorded 3 or 4 today, but at one of the ones we talked about is maybe it was the bingo card. I don't know, but going to like every show that we buy a ticket for.
Oh, yeah.
That was one we bought a ticket to and couldn't go because of the weather.
The weather, yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, and I remember when we booked all that, I did everything, and then I told my friend at work about it, and I was like, I just hope that there's not a Thanksgiving snowstorm because I feel like there's always a Thanksgiving snowstorm.
Yeah, you said that to me, and I was like, no, there's not. There's fine. It's gonna be good. And sure
then,
enough, there was a
yeah.
Thanksgiving snowstorm.
Yep. So.
We were gonna leave the Saturday after Thanksgiving. That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah, we were just gonna go for the day or whatever, but then even when they were predicting snow, it's like, oh, we could go Friday and then come home Sunday, but the roads were still shitty as hell. Not here in Chicago. It didn't hit Chicago until Saturday.
But it did hit Chicago. Like that was 2 days after Thanksgiving. Did it snow before Thanksgiving? I don't think it did. I think that was the first snow.
Was that the first snow?
Maybe. Anyway, it was very soon after Thanksgiving, and we got a fuck ton of snow. And then it was like for 4 days straight, just snow, 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 snow. And then like 2 weeks before Christmas, it got super fucking warm. Now all the snow's gone in Chicago.
Yeah, tomorrow,
Fucking bullshit.
As we're recording this, tomorrow it's going to be 52 degrees.
Fucking
And
bullshit.
thunderstorms.
I want goddamn snow around this time. I want to be, if it's going to be cold, have some fucking snow.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
It's been an interesting winter.
Anyway, old
Okay.
man Brian ranting.
So those are my list. I want to hear yours to see if there's anything that
Okay.
happened.
The first one I have on my list, also because we were at Incarceration, we couldn't go to this, but the Bloodletter show in the cemetery, the Bohemian Cemetery here in Chicago.
Not Bloodletter.
Blood Incantation?
Blood Incantation, yeah.
All right, I got that fucked up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Bloodletter, I think... Did you go see Bloodletter at...
There's Sleeping Village. It was their
Sleeping
album
Village,
release party.
yes,
I
yeah.
always get those two names mixed up.
Yeah, yeah.
Blood Incantation played a show at a cemetery here in Chicago.
Yeah.
And like that music at that venue and that setting would have been fucking insane. We met people on the boat who went to that.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy fuck, how was it? And they're like, the church that was there, the buildings that were there were all lit up red. Like it was a perfect
That
vibe.
would have been so awesome. I forgot about that.
An amazing show to have seen
Yeah.
in the middle of summer. But we were at Incarceration, can't make everything work because, again, either timing, money-wise, whatnot, and that was the one
Yeah.
thing we couldn't do. Along that lines, right around that same time, In the Company of Serpents was in town. The last time we saw them, the only time we saw them, was that year one at Decibel Metal and Beer in Denver. And they're a Denver doom metal band, and they're fucking great. Haven't seen them since, and I was super excited to see that, and I wanted to go. And it was like the Friday of Incarceration or some shit.
There was
I
a
like,
lot.
Shit.
There was a lot of stuff announced that week of Incarceration, and it was like, oh well, we can't go because we're at Incarceration. Not that I shouldn't say it that way. I shouldn't be like we're at Incarceration,
right.
Because I had a blast at Incarceration, but
It was just double booked and
Yeah.
whatnot. Just like that 420 show that
Yeah.
we last year.
yeah, this year it was 425, I think.
There was
It the
another
same
day where it's like a bunch of shit.
Yeah, the
yeah.
end of April, like so many bands were here. It was crazy. We're already that way though for a few days in next year.
Are we really?
Yeah, like I can't remember what day it is, but it is.
Well, I know there's when we're going up into Milwaukee, so we're going to Milwaukee for a couple shows, and there's a show in Chicago like the couple days before that. I think it's Sabaton or something, and there's another show that same night that we're going to instead, or we're going to Milwaukee.
Okay.
So we have to like see Sabaton in Milwaukee if we're going to see Sabaton. Like I don't know, it's that weird sort of juggling of like, oh, we can't see this because we're going to be here, but we might be able to see them
I
at
see.
this location instead.
Yeah. I'm talking about May 16th we're going to try to go to Dark Lord Days.
Yes.
Finally, we've
Yeah.
never been.
Oh yes,
And there's like 3 or 4 other shows being announced that same day.
that's right. There were a couple that
Yep.
day. Yeah,
And it's like, oh, well, we can't go because it's incarceration, or not incarceration. It's Dark Lord Days.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing's happening next year.
similar to you, a Christmas concert.
Okay.
Either Decibel, as we said, is now on Christmas. The Beer and Metal Festival and Metal and Beer Festival up in Denver is a Christmas concert. Also, August Burns Red, as well as Chimera in Ohio, had a Christmas show I did not know about. Also, it turns out that this was the last year for that show. So,
Well, as of right now.
as of now, who knows what if they'll bring it back or whatnot. But of those 3 that we could have gone to, I probably would have said let's go to Chimera. But yeah, I don't know. We miss whatever it was. We missed all of those, and even like the Nutcracker. We didn't go see that this year either.
No, we haven't done anything like that.
The other thing that we missed out on, or I missed out on, or whatnot, is both nights of the Ice Nine Kills Screenathon tour. I saw night 2. Night 1 was Milwaukee Metal Fest, so we were unable to see that because we were up there, obviously. But I would have liked to have seen both nights of that tour. The other thing we missed out on, the shows we bought tickets to.
Yeah.
Again, either financial reasons, not seeing a show. There's one show we just simply forgot we had tickets to it until like just before the show started, and we were both like wiped out from work. Like, fuck, I'm not in the mindset to go outside and do this. And then obviously the weather show that we just talked about. So all of those shows would have been great to have seen, but we missed them for one reason or another, and a little disappointed on that.
Yeah, we're going to try to do better next year.
This last one, maybe it's a little bit of a cop-out, but it is the shows we did not buy tickets to. And now, Sure, you didn't buy a ticket to the show, you missed it. That's why you missed it. It's your fault. What I'm talking about here is, so we have our spreadsheet. When things get announced, we throw them on the spreadsheet. I will highlight that row green as like saying, hey, we need to spend green our money to buy tickets for this. That's my color, like in my mind. That's why I do it. Throw everything up there. We don't always look at that every week. So there'll be times where I would come back and look at that and it's like, oh shit, there's a show at Reggie's. That was last night. What were we doing last night? Oh, we sat on the couch and watched Silicon Valley for 4 fucking hours. We could have gone and spent $20 at Reggie's and seen a really good show. And we'd forget that. So that's what I meant by the shows we did not buy tickets to. It's the ones that like they were on the spreadsheet that we wanted to buy tickets to or could have bought tickets to. And then for whatever reason, we didn't look at the spreadsheet for 2 or 3 weeks. And then all those shows had passed. Like, fuck. So I want to get better at making sure we're looking at that spreadsheet and cleaning up a lot quicker. So that's what I mean by the shows we did not buy tickets to.
Okay.
But yeah, that wraps up number 6. Was any of those able to fill up your empty slot?
No.
Not even the Blood Incantation show?
Oh, yeah, I guess that could have been my confusion spot.
But yeah, that's number 6. We'll go ahead and move on to number 7, which is our top 6 venues of the year. As I think I said that when I was going through all of them. Again, we love live music. Part of the show for live music is definitely the venue. House of Blues, for instance, is a venue we hate. We know when we go there, we're not going to enjoy the show as much as, I don't know, the Rave or the Radius or the Salt Shed. Like, we go to those venues, and all of those venues, the experience as a whole is so much better, which impacts how we see the show overall as well, the performance of the show because of the venue. So venues for us are very important. So we have our top 6 venues, which it sounds like you might not have 6 venues.
No, because I was doing like new venues.
Oh, new to you. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not. I did just venues as a whole.
So I can change mine.
Okay, I can go through mine real quick then.
Yeah.
Starting off for me, I have the Factory at Chesterfield, Missouri. That was a really cool venue. New, the whole area was set up really nice. It was just a fun time. The venue was really cool. It kind of gave me some vibes of the ballroom or whatever that Mission Ballroom up in Denver. Is that what that's called? Where we saw 3 Days Grace?
Yeah.
Similar vibes to that. Not
Yeah,
100% the same, but very similar.
Yeah.
It was just a really cool spot. I liked it a lot. Next, we finally got to see a show at Thalia or Thalia Hall here in Chicago.
Is it Thalia Hall?
I think it is Thalia Hall.
Oh,
there's
I would say Thalia
a
Hall.
Magic the Gathering creature. I think it's spelled the same way, and she is called Thalia.
Okay.
So I think it technically is Thalia Hall, but everybody calls it Thalia Hall. Fucking insane venue. I love this place so much. This is honestly my favorite venue, I think, ever right now. It's better than the Rave, in my opinion. It's so fucking good. It's better than the Salt Shed here in Chicago. Everybody loves the Salt Shed. Thalia Hall fucking kicks ass. I fucking love that place. And we've only seen 2 shows there, and it's fucking great. I love that place so much. Next is a new one for me as well this year. You haven't seen a show here, Sleeping Village.
Yeah.
I really like that spot. It's a really cool vibe. It's just a nice little cozy small club. Like, it's a really cool spot. I hope you can see a show there next year. Next is the Terragram Ballroom in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
That was just a cool spot again.
Yeah.
Very low key, very small ceiling.
Very simple.
Very simple, yeah, but it had like good character to it. So I also enjoyed the trip, so maybe that helped influence my vibe of like what the venue was. But yeah, I really liked that venue. Next, I already said it, the Salt Shed. The Salt Shed is a great venue here in Chicago. Really, really cool spot. Definitely worth checking out. Everybody says it's better than like every venue in Chicago. It's second to me behind Thalia Hall. And then finally, my second favorite venue ever, the Rave. I fucking love the Rave. They're so fucking great. The staff, the shows, the venue, every aspect of this place is just fucking insanely awesome. So the Rave is up there for sure.
I also had Thalia Hall and the Factory.
Okay.
I liked the Factory a lot. I thought the setup was nice, and I liked how it was built for concerts.
Yes.
So it's not like a venue used for something else. So
And also, like, because it is out there in the middle of nowhere, like I said, like everything else they built around it was really, really cool.
yeah, and hopefully it just keeps developing out there as well, because there is stuff, but not a whole, like there's a lot of empty shops, and they're not even done with that building and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that'd be cool. I liked the setup for Incarceration. I think this year was a new setup from last year or from the years prior, which we have not seen, but I liked the stages right next to each other so you could see both stages for like the two main stages. And then I did like that they had off to the side the smaller stage or the third stage or whatever, however you want to say it. And it was kind of like, you know, like that's where Science of the Swarm played and some other band. That's the only band I remember playing out there.
Yeah, the entire setup of that place was awesome. Like the VIP section, you know, it wasn't that cutting off the entire front of the stage. You had a little bit of like carved out on the side. No, you didn't even have
that.
out.
No, it's just you can see the stage because it's on like a hill. So,
but it was like a really cool spot. Like everything was set up really, really well for that place. I really liked the vibe
only thing
of that.
Sucked about it was the mud, but
the rain, the weather really fucked it. Yeah,
I mean, they can't control the weather.
You cannot. So.
Yeah. And then also I had, which we'll probably never go back here, is Finsbury Park in London.
Okay.
It was a surprise to me what it was going to be. So, because like that's where we saw Slayer, or the Slayer show. And when we went there, I was like, oh, they're going to play at a park. Okay. So maybe it's like a small stage and like 10,000 people or something. I don't know. I don't even know what I was thinking, but it's like a whole festival grounds that they use for many, many things. And only a portion of it was open for the Slayer crowd.
I think they had a larger festival like the next week or a couple weeks later that was going to use up much, much more of the space. Yeah. But it was much larger than I expected as well.
Yeah, so the stage was just huge. I mean, we only had one stage we could see, but I think for the whole festival grounds, there's multiple stages, kind of like a Riot Fest type thing, or, you know, like a normal festival, I guess. But that just surprised me, like the size of it and the, you know, like the amount of vendors that were there, just everything. It was just really cool. But I say that we'll probably never go back there because it is in London and...
Yeah, there's other places that we want to see.
Yeah. So I do want to go back to London again, but might not go back to Finsbury Park. So to round out my list, I will add the Rave and the Salt Shed. I do like both of those venues. Salt Shed, I'm liking it more. I do want to see an outside show there or a fairground show, which now they're expanding the Salt Shed into more of a fairground show. So maybe they'll have more
like that land,
like festivals and stuff like that. So hopefully something else comes out about it. But I like the venue. I think it's good to see shows at. And
I guess an honorable mention, Villa Park. It's just a normal stadium.
Oh yeah, it's just a stadium though.
But it's in the middle of town. It's like a Wrigley vibe. So that was kind of cool to experience, you know, that sort of feel. Yeah. So, but it is just a standard stadium.
Yeah, it's just a stadium. I guess, I added like Incarceration and Finsbury Park, so you can add Villa Park. Yeah.
But that's, again, an honorable mention.
But how, back to the beginning, did the stage setup was fantastic.
Yeah, yes,
with the
cutovers.
With the rotating drum kit. That way they could cut over really, really quick. Yeah. So.
Moving along, though, number 8, our biggest disappointments of the year. And we changed this because we don't want to... One, I'm not a fan of, like, being negative. Like, this is the worst thing.
Show.
Like, when you're scrolling through Instagram and, like, Reddit and shit, it's always like, this is the worst. Like, top blah, blah, blah. Like, this is the worst thing. Yeah. Worst albums, worst bands. I don't like that negativity. Yeah. Like what you want to like, do what you want to do. This is more of like, it was a disappointment to us.
Yeah.
So not necessarily like, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I hope.
Yeah. We're not trying to be like, these were the worst shows ever. Right. But it's like.
And also we've talked about this in past years. Like think about your absolute worst concerts you've ever been to. How many do you think you can think of? I've got like 3 at most. Like, even bad shows are still good shows.
3 or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4.
Like, it takes a lot to be a very, very bad show that you remember years later.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a bad show, like, you just walk around like, it wasn't the greatest, but, you know, it was still live music. I was still having fun for the most part.
Yeah, but there are some shows that are like, fuck that.
In this moment was a very, very bad show that first time we saw them at House of Blues.
Linefest, Rockfest.
Linefest, yeah. So they're up there. There are some, but I don't know. Do you want to start with your disappointments, or do you want me to?
I can. Starting off my list was the Chelsea Grin show at House of Blues.
Okay.
I went mainly to see Signs of the Swarm there, but it was one of those shows at House of Blues where like when you're on the floor you can't even raise your arms, you can't do anything like.
And that wasn't a sold out show either, was it?
They didn't have it advertised as sold out, so I don't want to know what sold out would have been.
And we've did an episode on sold out for sold out, and like. This was the example that sort of led us to that conversation.
Yeah. Also, House of Blues show was We Came as Romans.
Okay.
We didn't even see We Came as Romans. We left after Currents, I think, for that
I think
show.
so, yeah.
Yeah. And the Chelsea Grin show, we didn't see Chelsea Grin either. We left after Shadow of Intent, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, this year was just shitty with House of Blues, so we were like, fuck House of Blues. That's why it's on our bingo card
If we're not going next
for
year.
not going next year, which will be posted next Monday.
Do you have any other House of Blues shows listed
No,
on your
those are the only
disappointments?
two.
I'm going to lump my one into yours.
what was it?
Which is we went to the House of Blues.
But the Whitechapel show there was so good. Like the crowd was so good.
But we were on the floor. We never moved from the floor.
Yeah.
And even that was borderline.
Yeah. And we
shitty.
got there early for
Yeah.
that show so that we were well on the floor,
Right.
not like in the back. Yeah.
So the common denominator here is the venue. If this was at a different venue,
yeah.
it would have been so much
Yeah.
better. The House of Blues just fucking is horrible to
and
see a show at.
That Whitechapel show was supposed to be at
Was it?
Aragon,
Was that the one that was
right?
supposed to be there? Or was that that was the Chelsea Grin. I'm pretty sure that was the Chelsea Grin show that got moved from Aragon
Okay.
to House of Blues.
Okay.
That's right. That's why it wasn't sold out. Because they
But-
couldn't fill that venue,
but
so
it
they moved them
was well sold for
House of Blues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right. This isn't a show, but missing the Death Angel show, which we already talked about, but that was a disappointment.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where our disappointments come in, is like, because then also I have on my list not seeing Wage War was a very big disappointment for me. And the Jewel setup, which the Jewel is the Norwegian ship that we were on this year for Headbangers Boat.
Oh yeah.
I just did not like the set. I enjoyed this year better than last year, but the setup.
Yeah,
like
the ship.
What was the Bliss
Yep.
Lounge? Like if a band was there, I was like, no, I don't want to go there.
By the end of the weekend, or by the end of the boat, it got better because I think people were going to other
Yeah,
spots.
like learning.
Yeah, but early on that venue.
But this show was
sucked.
just so I mean, I liked all the bands. The weather was perfect this year.
Yeah.
Like this year would have been perfect for the sports court show or stage. Because like we didn't have the high winds and everything that we had last year. So I don't know. Like I know that they can't control that and like they can't make it perfect, but the setup for the Jewel was just not good.
Yeah.
So.
And we talked about that during that episode, but I do feel like it sounds like they're using that same boat next year. It'd be really cool if they take the Bliss and move that up to the sports court.
Yeah. And use it as a backup.
Knowing you can use Bliss as a backup
Yeah.
for inclement weather and whatnot. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was on your list?
We already said the House of Blues thing. System of a Down. That whole show.
Yeah.
I knew going in I was going to be pissed because of the whole ticket pricing thing.
Yeah. They did the dynamic ticket pricing when we bought them.
The floor was split between like VIP. It's not VIP. It's higher price GA and then peasant GA. We call it peasant GA.
Yeah.
The back GA. And then like
Which
hearing
is so funny because in Back to the Beginning we were in peasant GA and it's like we don't complain about it.
we were fucking there. I didn't give
We
a fuck
were there.
where we were as long as we were there.
Yeah.
Different mindset though.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, the fact they charge so much for their tickets, seeing that people were getting tickets for like premium GA for $80.
Yeah.
The day of the show.
The day of the show or the week of the show. Yeah. Yeah.
Hearing about the security being such fucking cunts at Soldier Field, you weren't allowed to crowd surf. They'd like put X on your hand. Like if you come back over, you're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
Like I've heard so many horror stories about the security at Soldier Field and how it's ran by a bunch of wannabe mall cops, basically. Like fuck those motherfuckers. Like, so that whole experience with System of a Down really pissed me off, and to the point where I don't want to listen to System of a Down anymore. I fucking skip listening to their shit. Whenever I get an email from them for an announcement, I don't even open it anymore. I just delete. I need to unsubscribe is what I need to do.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking done with System of a Down because of that one show. The next disappointment for me, the AC/DC temperature. You can't control the weather.
Oh yeah, it was so fucking cold.
It was Memorial Day weekend.
Oh yes.
It was supposed to be the kickoff of summer. My dad and stepmom were in town. They were going to the show with us. We are going to have a great time. It was supposed to be like grill out, have so much fun, like beautiful weather in Chicago.
It was like 40 degrees.
It was fucking freezing. We saw fucking snowflakes up in the 400 section. Yeah. The show was amazing. It was cool to see it with my dad, my stepmom, like seeing how happy they were. I fucking loved that. But the temperature was a damper on
we
the
were
mood.
dressed like it was winter, and
Yeah.
we were still freezing. It was so horrible.
So that was a disappointment for me. And you can't control the
You
weather,
can't
I
control
know.
it. Yeah,
but
that wasn't the ACDC problem. But
at the same
it was
time,
so
like
cold.
it's it's a disappointment for sure.
Yeah.
I went in with high hopes. This is why you don't get excited or hope for anything, folks.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, the next one for me I have is the shows I was not vibing with.
You had a lot of those this year.
I did have a lot. Trivium and Ginger in Milwaukee.
Yep.
The Mudvayne show. It
Oh,
was one of
yeah.
your top lineups. That lineup was insanely good. I wasn't vibing
Yeah.
with it. I wasn't feeling the show for whatever reason. There was that Arch Enemy show with Thrown into Exile.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I had like a panic attack or something. Like,
Yeah.
so
you just kind of stood back. Yeah.
yeah, there
I
were a
remember
lot of
that.
shows where I was just like, I wasn't quite vibing with the show and it wasn't
Yeah.
just gelling with me. And I had no reason for it not to, right? Like the shows are fucking phenomenal. I don't know. I just wasn't vibing with it. Especially that Trivium. They played fucking Strife for the first time live for me. I've never heard it live, so I should have been so happy. Next on my list is, I already mentioned this, Missing Carcass at that Meshuggah show.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a little disappointing for sure.
Yeah.
After also thinking this was a school night, we could have taken the Purple Line up and been dropped
Yeah,
off
yeah,
right
we-
fucking there.
We didn't think
I
about that.
completely forgot about the Purple Line and
Yeah.
the Express going in there. And the last one I have, I've also mentioned this, missing shows. The shows that we bought tickets to and didn't go to, and also the shows that, we just forgot to buy tickets to until we looked at our spreadsheet again. So, there's a lot of great opportunity to see amazing music, and we didn't see it for whatever reason. So that was something I was disappointed about. Leaving the downer moment, we're going to do our favorite individual moment. So we're going to, bring the mood or the attitude up a little bit here. And this can be anything from like a set, seeing something at a show. Like I think one year we had like the Notre Dame experience. Like that was, I still talk about that today. Like I loved that experience. So that was a top moment for me that year. But yeah, this is this year's individual moments that like stood out for us that we're going to probably remember for, many years to come,
Forever.
hopefully. Yeah.
Forever.
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
I could start. That's fine.
Okay.
Back to the beginning. Totally will always be in our memory. Oh, like I hope that they release something so we can watch it again, because I know people were able to watch it for 48 hours or whatever. I just want to watch it again.
I also have Back to the Beginning, and I said the whole thing. Like
Oh, yeah.
the whole experience of traveling
Yeah.
there, exploring the city of Birmingham, seeing the show itself, like every aspect,
Yeah.
just meeting all the people as well. We met
Yeah.
so many fucking people.
That was my next one, was meeting people in Birmingham. It was so cool.
I have that as well. I have meeting new people and seeing people again.
Yeah, I have that on my list too.
Oh, it's two separate things?
Seeing friends again. Yeah. Because I just did friends again for the whole year.
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily in Birmingham, but you mentioned the friends that we met at Metallica here in Chicago.
Our
We went
Ohio
to
friends, yeah.
Their hometown in Ohio.
They were in Chicago.
And then
Also,
they came back to Chicago. Yeah, we saw
like
them
they were in
twice.
Chicago first.
Yeah.
We had dinner with them, hung out with them a
Yeah.
bit. They were here for like 2 or 3 shows, I think.
Yeah.
I think they came for 2 shows, ended up seeing 3.
I think so. Yeah.
I can't. It's whatever it was. They came
Yeah.
for at least one show, and like,
Yeah.
fuck it, Oasis is here too. Let's watch that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we went to go see them before.
Yeah, but it was
Ink.
opposite.
No, was it?
July was first, and then they came here in August.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Ink was in July.
yeah, I
They
know Ink
came
was in
here
July, yeah.
At the end of August, yeah.
All right. I can't remember. I thought it was reversed.
No, because it was the weekend that Soldier Field had 5 shows.
Oh,
and
that's
System
right.
of a Down
yes.
was the last show.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, that's personal life.
Yeah, but no, I had that same thing of seeing people again and meeting new people.
Yeah.
Like we met so many new people on the boat.
Yeah.
Just chatting with people in general at Milwaukee Metal Fest last year. You met some
Yeah.
people, so
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
fucking awesome meeting new people and seeing them
have
again.
said that, like, they've seen our videos, they've seen us. I mean, like, now talking to us in public and stuff. So I mean, I just think it's fun, and we call everybody our friends. So even
Yep.
if we've only talked to them once, I'm like,
Fuck yeah.
yeah. So, the Whitechapel crowd at House of Blues, which is a House of Blues show, but we've had that type of crowd experience like maybe 4 times now.
Concord, Ozzy. Basically, when the crowd moves so much, you can't control
You can't
yourself.
control it, yeah.
You just go with the
Yeah.
flow. The crowd becomes its own organism. You just go with it.
And it's just so much fun because everybody cares for everybody. It's just like you just become like a huge community for that moment, and it's just so much fun. So, and then I had Incarceration on here. Kind of the camping aspect is what I want to talk about, even though it sucked with like the rain and the mud and everything like that, but that's uncontrollable. But just going to our first camping festival was really fun.
Also had camping on
you?
mine, not necessarily Inc., because we did our camping trip where we were prepping.
Our prep trip.
Which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, which this year we had to do again.
Yes.
Because we're going to a different type of camping festival where we need to take a lot less stuff.
Yes. So I thought that was a fun experience as well, just getting out and camping with just us, and then going to the camping festival, and also again meeting our neighbors and becoming friends with them.
And they're from Chicago, so we've seen them again.
We saw them at a Nine Inch Nails show.
Yeah.
Again, met new people and saw them again. And
you
haven't talked to them lately, have you?
I messaged because I was like, we're kind of out of shows. Like, are you going to any shows, sort of thing? And they weren't. So I was just kind of like,
we need to keep that going.
Yeah, for sure.
Basically, when we meet people and we like share our social media accounts and whatnot, you're the one who talks to people.
I do, yeah.
I don't really fucking talk to anybody.
Yeah, I'm the one doing the commenting. Or
you share the conversation back with me, usually after I wake up in the morning. Yeah. But I'm glad I have you to keep these relationships going for me. But yes, I also had camping on mine.
Okay. What else is on your list?
Oh, is that done for you?
I think so.
Seeing Dream Theater.
Oh, yeah. You got to see him twice.
I got to see him twice. 2 unique shows also.
Yeah.
The second time was with you. You weren't necessarily the biggest fan of the show.
It was cold.
It was cold. But it's cool to see them. And then I got to see them because you went to Disturbed here in Chicago. Yeah. And I went with my friend Jim, who took me to Dead and Company and got me into Grateful Dead. There, I finally mentioned it for this episode of the podcast.
Take a shot.
And so I got to pay it back by taking him to progressive metal. And he's mentioned that a lot. So that was a highlight for me, not only getting to see Dream Theater for the first time, but getting to take my friend and having him actually really enjoy it and come up to me throughout the year multiple times and tell him how he has talked to other people about progressive metal. And he's like, I can do that because you took me to the show. Thank you. So that was fucking awesome.
That's fun.
Getting the drumstick from Mark Cruz.
Oh shit. Yeah.
That was just a fun, random experience where he like walked up and like, I love your vest. Here, I got a gift for you.
And you got, because of your vest, you're on the Headbanger boat.
I was.
Oh, did they change it?
I think that was a promo for buying during pre-sale.
Oh.
And after pre-sale, they took that down because it was only a photo with Lamb of God if you bought. Oh. So it's no longer on their website.
Well, I have a screenshot of it, so.
So do I.
Okay, well, you were on the website for a little bit.
And the drumstick. That was
the drumstick, yes. Yeah.
And then my final moment was the Nick Caves show.
Oh, you liked that?
It was just a fun night with you and me. We went and like we were both just in
so it's not the show itself. It's just
it's not the show itself. I did get to hear Red Right Hand live for the first time and maybe my only time ever. It's not necessarily your go-to music, not necessarily mine either, but it's more up my alley than yours. And we just went and sort of hung back, listened to the music, and had a night of it just you and I. And we went in without, any preconceived notions of like, here's how you have to act, here's what to expect. It's just more of, fuck it, we're going to go and have fun and enjoy some music and enjoy the company of each other. So I really enjoyed that.
At every concert?
No, I don't think we do.
Oh.
Do you feel we do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I go in like, I've talked about this in the past, I think, especially with metal music where I'm getting away from it more and more as time goes on, but a few years ago was a lot worse where there's sort of a outfit I feel like I'm expected to wear when I go to a metal show of like jeans and a black t-shirt of a band or something. It doesn't matter if the band on stage or whatnot, but like there's sort of a look you have to have. Like if somebody shows up in khakis and a polo, which I've seen that before, where it's like people came from their job and they're like, this is my dress, my business casual that I had to wear. And I need to quickly get here to the show. So I've seen that and you kind of look at it, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't know. I feel like there is some of that with metal shows and going to a show where we're the outsiders.
We were, yeah.
It's sort of like, fuck you assholes. I'm going to have fun. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what you all think. Yeah. I'm just here to enjoy myself.
There was a few shows this year that we went to where we were not the normal crowd.
Yes.
Yeah. And it is kind of interesting.
I enjoy those much more because I don't have to like pretend or feel like I have to pretend. It's more of like, and I'm not saying like I pretend at a metal show or anything. It's just more of like, I don't know. I know what I'm trying to say.
I understand what you're trying to say, but
But that Nick Cave show it was great. I wanted to see that for so long. Finally got to see it live, and we had a good night with it. So
Yeah.
it's on my list for sure.
Yep.
All right, moving along to number 10, this year's best overall shows. As we said, top 6, there's really not like this is number 1, this is
No,
number 2,
yeah.
except for this is number 1, probably for both of us, but Back to the Beginning.
Yeah. It's in my number 2 spot, but yeah, definitely number 1.
Yeah, like it's a once in a lifetime show.
Yeah,
It's the greatest metal show of all time for sure.
It's almost like when we talk about S&M 2.
Yeah.
Like this and S&M 2 are like pretty much tied for number 1 show.
Yeah,
best
it's
show
really
ever.
tough. We did a whole episode on, I think it was a 666 on Back to the Beginning, best show versus best show, or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
basically that like Back to the Beginning is the greatest metal show of all time. You can't deny that. It really is. But for me personally, S&M 2
Yeah.
is the greatest metal show of all time because of the sentimental value it had. But on paper and whatnot, Back to the Beginning is by far the best.
Yeah.
It's just an individual, how you connect with the music that will change that slightly for some people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
If I didn't go to Back to the Beginning, I would still say it was the best show, but it wouldn't even be like registered top 10 for me because I wasn't there for it. Because it's what you're for, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm rambling and I do that a lot. But that was number 1 for me. The second one I have on my list, and we try to stay away from festivals, but I did add Incarceration.
Oh, yeah, I had Incarceration too.
Because I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Kind of like what we were just talking about with the camping and meeting people.
Yeah.
And like it was just a fun experience. The first couple days, really, we were kind of like timid. We didn't really talk to anybody or anything like that. But then like once we started talking to people, it was really, really fun.
Yeah, and I went into not the pit, but I would like help people crowd surf. I
Yeah.
got into the crowd for those main stages,
Yeah.
and I had so much fun. I was grinning ear to ear when I came out of it.
Yeah.
I think I found you at like the bar or something. You had 2 drinks for me, ready to go.
Well,
I
that's
was,
because I accidentally was like a double shot.
oh yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah.
The next one I have on my list is the Slayer show in
Oh
England.
yeah, I didn't put Slayer on here, but that was a lot of fun.
Great fucking lineup, and
Yeah.
just the venue, everything about it was just so much fucking fun. It was a great show.
It was, and we saw. So we met friends on the train from Birmingham to London, and we just talked to them the entire ride, and we ended up meeting up with them in
Yep.
London. I'm now friends on Facebook with all of them, and talk to them and stuff like that. So yeah,
Again, gotta keep those relationships
Yep.
alive for me.
I know we need to for you
For me, yes.
Now we need to go over to Europe again to see
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Next on my list is the Lamb of God Cavalier Power Trip show.
Oh
It
shit!
was
Yeah.
just a great overall show.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Of course, on the list, I have Nine Inch Nails. That production was fucking outrageously insane.
So I have Nine Inch Nails on my list
For
as
real?
well. Yes, and I put on here because of the upgraded seats.
Okay.
So we were last row in the 300s section, and some random guy just came over. We have a whole episode on it, but came over and was like, "Hey," like I thought he was telling us we need to sit down because we were kind of standing in the back, like on the standing room only if you're going to like a hockey game. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll sit down or whatever." And he was just like, "Do you want 2 seats or whatever?"
So we got like the 100 section.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And we were right on the side of the stage. It was so awesome.
But I mean, even at the 300, it would have been great
I
to
think
see.
it would have been great too.
Like
Yes.
the practical effects with the
Yeah.
different sort of mesh screens that they
Yeah.
used to like do this
For the visions and stuff.
for like the screen.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it was so fucking good.
it was
Like,
it was really good. Yeah. But for me it was definitely
yeah.
like not getting the upgraded seats, but having those seats were
And the whole experience of like doing that. And we
Yeah.
saw our friends again from the
yeah.
incarceration.
Yeah.
We met them there as well. So that was awesome. The final one I have is Canate with John Mueller at
at Talia Hall.
Talia Hall.
Yeah.
It was just such a weird, fun
Yeah.
experience, especially that John Mueller.
John Mueller, yeah.
Bit.
With the beat.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, that was interesting.
it was so fucking weird. And the crowd was insanely good. Like,
Yeah.
no chatter. Like, I did take some edibles, so I was a bit knocked out
But
of
no,
it.
like you were right though. Like, I mean, the crowd could have made it way worse.
Just a chatty,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, and we did have seats for that show, so we did just kind of sit back and like watch.
But everybody
the
knew what
show.
their job was: is like show up and
Shut the fuck up.
experience the music, be there for the moment.
Yeah.
So that's another show I think that I will think about years to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wraps up my top 6 shows of the year. How about you?
Adding to what we already talked about that I had was Whitechapel, which I've now mentioned 3 times, but at the House of Blues, that was a fantastic show. I put Headbangers Boat here, but more for the reunion aspect of it. Like, there's a group, like, granted, I'm active in the Facebook group as well, but like, it's just kind of like meeting family that you've seen before. Yep. So it's really fun. And we just did this, but I could have added a lot of things that you said too, but the Meatloaf cover band that we just saw, I had so much fun that night. And we just saw them like a week ago or 2 weeks ago maybe. And I just had so much fun. It was kind of like what you were saying about the Nick Cave show, about like how it's just a night with the 2 of us. I mean, it's always the 2 of us at a show, but it was just...
But it's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
You're going there for... Sometimes we go to shows thinking like, all right, we need to think of stuff for the podcast, how we're going to talk about this, what we're going to think about this. Yeah. And other times we just show up to enjoy the music. Yeah,
and that was definitely this. And I sang the entire night, which you said I sang really loud, which I felt like I didn't, but which is okay. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We did a quick little episode before recording this about that as well. Who knows when that will be posted? We're gonna mix up how we do our episodes next year, trying to like just mix things up a bit. We'll do an encore coming out sometime where we talk about what that will be like. But we talked about that, and I talked about how it wasn't a big show for me, but it was awesome to see that it was for you. Okay, moving on to number 11, next year's wants. Basically, this is the things we don't know about, but we want to see happen next year. Basically, put it out in the universe, and hopefully it happens.
Hopefully it comes.
Do you want to mention yours, or?
I only have 4.
Okay. What 4 do you have?
I really badly want to see M&S, which I've mentioned I think 3 times now, but I really want to see them. I put on there the Sphere show again with Metallica. We are hoping that gets announced. I mean, obviously, it's just something that
there's rumors out there. They have that little block at the end of their schedule online right now. If you go to Instagram, where they have like the 2 columns, there's that bottom part of the second column. Last year, that was empty until they added the Australia dates. So it's one of those things like that's perfect for the Sphere. They could do that.
This is the one I thought about when we were walking the other night. A Chemist show. It has been a long time since we've seen Chemist.
I forgot about that. I think they're working on new shit too.
I think so. Yeah. So
I think I heard that.
Them and Mother Graves both are. So wouldn't it be awesome if they like toured together? Like an actual tour and not just like Mother Graves coming to Chicago.
I don't have Mother Graves on my list, but is Mother Graves on yours?
Not for this, but for the next section.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, never mind then.
Yeah. That's all I had though. So I want to hear what you have and maybe something that'll jog my mind.
I definitely had Metallica at the Sphere as well. I think that's been on there for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
This one I think has been on there since the beginning we started this because they've been talking about it since we started this and they've done some shows, but new Dresden Doll music.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They worked on an album. I haven't heard anything from Amanda in a while. She did say it was going to be a long time since we heard from her again. Hopefully that means they're wrapping up the album. It will come out next year, 2026. And they'll tour.
Doing more than like 2 shows?
Yeah. I would love to see that new music they're doing, plus hopefully a tour as well. Next one I have, Back to the Beginning box sets.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to see a box set similar to what Metallica does for their remastered shit, where you get like vinyl, you get CDs, you get DVDs, you get little trinkets, so like replica pics and whatnot, replica tickets, a little booklet. Like I would love to see a deluxe box set of Back to the Beginning, or even just like every single performance of every single song, not just the stuff Ozzy did, but like the bands who are playing their own shit, you could tell they gave it a little bit more because of the moment that it was. So having a box set of all of that, even having, like I said, even having just a CD of all of that, plus maybe a DVD of all that, if you separate that out, I'm still buying all of it when it comes out. So like, if you want money, fucking just put it out there and I will give you all my fucking money to have this shit. Just there. If you want the money, you have the shit to do it. You've recorded all of it. Just put it out there and I'll give you my money. There, done. Next I have Fever 333 tour that we can make.
Oh, okay.
I think I don't know. They did like the whole Let Live. The lead singer was in Let Live, I think was the band. They were in Chicago doing like their final tour. That was at House of Blues, so we didn't go. I listen to their shit. I'm not a big fan of it, but
Oh,
Fever
okay.
333 I love. We haven't seen them with the new lineup, so hopefully they go on tour and we can finally make a show. I think last year in 2024 they were in Chicago, but it was when we were on the boat, so we couldn't go to that.
There was one recent, in the last couple of years that we missed because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would love to see Fever 333 again. It's been a few years and they're so fucking great. It's been like 4 fucking years. 2021 at
Yeah.
Knotfest.
Yep. You're right.
Linefest, sorry, not Knotfest. Next, I have a new Mastodon album.
Oh,
I think they're in the
Yeah.
studio working. Last I heard, it was supposed to be like a supernatural horror themed concept album or some shit. Sounds fucking awesome. I would love to hear that.
But
And
wouldn't that go under the next section where it's like what we know about?
so we know they're working on it. We don't know if it's coming out next year,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
which also falls into my next one, which is a new Slipknot album. Apparently,
They've been talking about that for so long now.
exactly. They've been talking about that for so long. Apparently, Sean said it's coming out next year in 2026. Like, there was an interview or some shit I saw not too long ago. I'm not holding my breath. Like you said, they've been talking about it for so fucking long
Yeah.
that who knows? But it's out there. I want to see it, and also not just the like old album they already recorded, but like a new album.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would love
What
to see some
else
new
have they-
Slipknot music.
Release new music. Was that 2020?
Oh, the end so far, which would be what 2023, 2022.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, so it's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah. But it's new Slipknot
And they
music.
really didn't do anything this year, so I bet they were working on new music.
Maybe. I hope so. They were touring a little bit here and there, but it wasn't like a big tour. They did Europe, didn't they? Europe and Asia and maybe Australia. Because they did Knotfest Australia.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know. But yeah, last
So-
thing for me, new music from Slipknot.
And I just realized, I don't think I said this, but so we've alluded multiple times on the last couple episodes that we're going to Sweden in 2027.
Yep. That's hopefully going.
Hopefully.
It's not set in
Hopefully.
stone
It's
yet.
not. We have nothing booked, anything. It's our big trip that we want to do.
Yes.
So I had on here a great announcement for 2027,
It's a thing you wanted.
for 2026.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
it needs to be announced in 2026 so we can buy tickets
Yes.
for 2027.
Because that's typically how it works. They're like the when we're going, it's usually like a year in advance or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, all right, that kind of leads us to our next thing of the things we're the things we're excited for next year that we know about. What are you excited for?
Top of my list, Mother Graves' new album.
Yeah, I didn't have that. I completely forgot they were working on it. I knew they were working on it.
Yeah.
Do we know it's coming out though?
I'm pretty
next
sure.
year?
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. Yeah. I think they've even said for 2026.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would have put that in the above category, but yeah, I'll give it to you.
Fire in the Mountains.
I have that as well.
Yeah. Which is
Yes.
the camping festival we're going to. So
That just seems like such a fun experience.
It's gonna be different than Incarceration by so much.
So unique.
Yeah.
It's a completely dry festival.
Yep.
Cheers. All the activities they got going on, the
Yeah.
music itself, it seems
Yeah.
very, very communal. It seems like the boat on land.
Yes. Yeah. That's how I see it too. So I'm super excited for that. So we have to kind of revamp our camping setup because
Yeah.
we're only taking
What we can fit in a carry-on.
what we can fit in a suitcase. Yeah.
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 Because again, we can't do the road trip due to vacation.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we talked about doing a road trip up
Yeah.
there as well, which would have been so much
Yeah.
fun.
I can add up my days again and see what we can do.
I don't think we can make it work.
I don't think so
You can
either.
try, but I don't think
Yeah, I
we
know.
can make it work.
Well, we could, but then we're not doing anything else.
Right.
Yeah. Our reunion on Headbangers Boat. So excited for that. And we have some extra plans this year. Hopefully they come together with some friends that we met in Miami before
Oh,
the,
yes.
before we the boat.
I also had Headbangers Boat. I didn't have a reunion, but I had
Yeah.
Headbangers Boat.
That's what I'm
so-
gonna call it from now on, is the reunion.
The reunion.
Yeah.
Headbangers reunion.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, the Lamb of God show. I was like, what is LOG? The Lamb of God tour that we know about.
Oh,
Yeah.
we do know about that. We don't have tickets for it yet.
Oh, we had to buy tickets for that.
Okay.
Yeah. We do have tickets for this, but I am so excited to see the Orbit Culture with Oath Sulfur show. I am like, I know we talked about this so many times where like I don't really get excited for shows very much anymore because it's more like it's a show we're going to. This one I'm excited for. I'm so excited. What's your list?
Oh, are you done? Is that all?
Yeah, that was my list.
Was that 6?
It was 5.
Oh, 5.
I don't want to say that I only had 5.
All right. I may have cheated some here. We'll
Okay,
count
yeah.
later and see if I cheated or not. But I had the 3 Days Grace show.
Oh, the Hogs Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to be on tour anyway. But yeah, the Hogfest show that we got tickets to already. I'm very, very excited to see that show. I like 3 Days Grace.
I know you do. You're like the dad rock.
Yeah, they are. Maybe it's my age showing. I don't know. Next, I have Milwaukee Metal Fest and Dark Lord Days are not on the same day this year.
Yes, you're right. I could have put Milwaukee Metal Fest on there for. I'm excited to go to Milwaukee Metal Fest too.
Which is my next one, Milwaukee Metal Fest. And then my final one, because it's not on the same day as Milwaukee Metal Fest, Dark Lord Days.
Oh yeah, that's cheating. You just cheated on all those.
So I truly am excited to go to Dark Lord Days.
So I think at Milwaukee Metal Fest this year we're gonna meet up with some friends that we met on
the boat.
The boat.
Yeah,
So
that'll be fun.
yeah, it'll be fun.
So I guess I could put the Lamb of God show, and we haven't bought tickets to it yet. There's so many shows
We'll buy them here shortly.
coming up next year.
Yeah.
Like, there's been so much that's been announced already.
I know the last 2 Tuesdays, the 2 Tuesdays before Christmas were
Yeah.
like ridiculous for sure. And not just metal. It was all over genres.
Yes.
Like those announcements, it had to been for people to buy tickets before Christmas or
Maybe.
something.
Oh, I didn't
Like
think about that.
stocking stuffers or
Yeah.
something like.
Your gift is a ticket to a show. I didn't think about
Yeah.
that.
I don't even know why. But we need to look for that next year to see if that happens again.
Yeah.
But it was so like I think we had 12 in one day that we added to the list or something. It was so crazy.
But like, if I had to change, then go to other shows. There's like the Opeth show next year, Sabaton's on tour next year that we might be going to see. Journey as well. That Sabaton show also has Pop Evil. Like,
Oh yeah, I want to go to that.
Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
with Pop Evil. Yeah.
Nothing
Remember
more.
the Pop Evil show we went
Yes.
to? That was like dad rock for you. We just stood in the back and sang. It
Yeah.
was so much fun.
But nothing more. That show is sold out here in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, that was with Catch Your Breath.
It was with Catch Your
Yeah,
Breath.
if we can get tickets to that though, I will go to a sold out show for
reasonable
that.
secondary
Yeah.
tickets.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Is that at Aragon?
Riviera.
Ooh.
So, but still, like, it would still be fun.
Yeah. We might have to stand in the back though. And just
Testament,
listen.
Voivod, Lacuna Coil, Blood Incantation. We mentioned them
Yes.
earlier. Like, they're gonna be
Yeah,
in
and
town.
that's with Creator? No. Who are they with?
Imperior is what I have.
Oh, Imperior. Yeah. But Creator has a show as well.
Yeah, I don't know where that one is. Just quickly looking through.
Emperor.
Oh, yeah, Crater, Carcass, and Cold Soul.
Yeah. It was Emperor, not Imperior.
Yeah.
Emperor with Blood Incantation.
Cradle Filth is on tour next
Oh,
year.
yeah.
At Bottom Lounge, of all places.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems so small.
They've had a lot of controversy this last
Yeah, they
year.
have,
So
yeah.
who knows? It might just be Danny Filth up there by himself.
Right.
Hitting play on a button and then singing. I don't know. Other shows, Omnimarth Death Clock, Slaughter Prevail,
Oh, yeah,
Uda.
The Slaughter with Whitechapel show
Yeah.
is going to be so good. So good. That crowd is going to be insane. I remember saying,
Alita.
like, I better be
It's at Aragon.
rested up for that show
Yeah.
because that crowd's going to be insane.
And then Uda, I said them.
Oh, yeah, Uda, which we might not go to their standalone show, but they're going to be at Milwaukee Metal Fest
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Rush, Motley Crue, Iron Maiden sort of rounds out shows that have been announced so far.
Yeah. Those aren't high on my list, but
I mean, Motley Crue for me is my first concert.
I know
so
it was, yeah.
I'd spend
But
25 bucks.
it's in the suburbs.
It is, but I'd spend 25 bucks to sit on the lawn.
Yeah.
For that. Iron Maiden, also, I'd spend 25 bucks to sit on the lawn.
Oh, they're out at Tinley Park too?
They're at Tinley Park,
Oh.
yeah. So that's a little bullshit. But that's with Megadeth as well.
Oh, didn't they just do that tour last year?
So, not with Iron
Or was
Maiden.
that in Europe? Maybe they did
Maybe
it
in Europe, yeah. So, I mean, I could split out Milwaukee Metal Fest and Dark Lord Days. I can cut those off because I put them on number 5 and put any of those shows for those other two because there's a lot of fucking shit
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I didn't put Mother of Gaze because to me it hasn't been officially announced as coming out.
Well, you don't look at Instagram then.
I also do not do that, yes. But in any case, that wraps up number 12 and we get to our final category, number 13. How have you changed?
This is hard for me.
So this is the one I also do not have 6. I only have 2 items on here.
Okay.
And it's I don't know. It's like, are there 6 ways I have changed throughout the year? Maybe, but like looking back and like reflecting on how I've changed, it's kind of hard. So I picked out two things that
Okay.
I changed with.
What two do you have?
Accepting that I like radio rock or radio metal,
Okay.
like 3 Days Grace, Pop Evil,
Yeah.
Shinedown. Especially back in high school, if those bands came on the radio, I would be very pissed off and like, God damn it, where's the Lamb of God? Right? Where's the Metallica? Where's the Slipknot? Now it's sort of like, I don't give a shit. It's fun. I like the music. It's okay to like the music. I don't have to be like, it's not heavy enough. Like, I can just enjoy the music for what it is. I can go to the shows and enjoy the shows for what they are, which is just a good time. So it's been a few years. I've said multiple times throughout the few years that I do like 3 Days Grace. Thinking about the show in Denver we saw them at Mission Ballroom.
Yeah. You hated that show.
I did hate that show.
Yeah.
And looking back, I was like, that actually was a really, really good show.
Yeah.
I should have liked it more than I did.
Yeah, you got Wage for.
Yeah, we got Rage War and 0936 or whoever the fuck it was.
0936, yeah.
Any case, like,
But honestly, since that show, we haven't seen Korn.
we have not seen Korn, right? Which was the next night.
Yeah.
Because we were there for Korn
Yeah.
and we just had, whatever, we did an episode on that.
Yeah, we needed something to do, so we Googled and 3 Days Grace came up.
So like through the years, they've slowly grown on me, but I feel like, and like the past years I've said, I do really like that show. It was a lot of fun. Like the 3 Days Grace show where we saw like 5 times in 1 year.
Yeah. That was the same tour. Yeah.
Was that last year or was that
No,
2023?
2023 or 2024, yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been last year, 2024.
Yeah, 2022 is when they started the tour.
Okay, then 2023.
And then 2023 was this. Then I
Whatever.
went through to summer of 2023, yeah.
It's been a slow grow for me, but basically right now I do feel like I'm starting to accept it and really embrace that kind of music a lot more than I have in the past. So that's one way I think I've changed. The fact that I completely hate House of Blues.
Oh,
I did not think I would ever completely hate it.
I could add that to my list.
Being like, holy fuck, they're at House of
It
Blues.
used to be one of the top venues for us. We'd be like, oh my God, like it's such a cool venue. Like the vibe is cool. Everything is cool.
We
And
lived
now
up
it's just
north
like-
and we'd walk home like 2 miles
Yeah.
after the show. We live now south and we walk like 2 miles from the venue now. And like, it's always a fun walk home where we'd sit there and talk about the show and have fun. And we'd go and we'd be super excited for the show and we went.
And now we leave at 8:30. Like, God damn it, that was so stupid.
We don't even go to see the headline. We're
I
like,
know.
fuck this, we're done.
Yeah.
The beer prices are outrageous. The venue itself is oversold.
Yeah.
The setup of the venue sucks as well, but if it wasn't oversold, it would have been, not as shitty. So
It'd be
I
cool
never
if they
thought-
remodeled it and like took out that whole like
Maybe.
drop down and like take out the bars that are on the side and stuff. I don't know.
but that's where you make your money is the bars.
I know.
So like the fact that I completely hate House of Blues to the point of like a band announces there, I'm like, fuck it, I guess I'm not seeing them play.
Yeah. Or we're gonna go travel somewhere.
Bloodywood next year is playing the House
Yep.
of Blues, and it's like,
Yep.
fuck, I love Bloodywood. I might not be seeing them in Chicago,
Yeah.
which
I wonder
now
how that would be at House of Blues though.
it's going to be shitty.
I know.
Because it's also like a Japanese
Yeah.
K-pop
Yeah.
type band,
Yeah, so
right?
it's gonna be busy and a different crowd.
Yeah. So, at least after that show happens, Raul has now played in Chicago the same number of times that I have seen Bloodywood play in Chicago. Because that first time he was sick and didn't play.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun that he's performed here 3 times and I've seen them 3 times, but they've actually as a band performed 4 times. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a cool little
Yeah.
number crunch match bullshit fucking thing that I'm
Yes.
trying to say.
Yes.
But how about you? What were that was it for me. How have you changed?
So this might have been on my list last year as well, but just wanting to enjoy the shows more and not necessarily going to be like, oh my God, we have to be at this show because it's metal or whatever. Like I want to go to more shows that we know the bands and enjoy seeing their music. I want to see new shows as well, but I've really found myself being like, I don't know who that is. Like we got other stuff we could be doing. Let's not go. Where you're a little bit opposite on that.
I'm definitely opposite. It was like, you tell me they're metal, like, all right, I'll go check that out.
Yeah.
I don't care who they are. Which
I have other things going on in my life though that I have to finish.
I don't know.
Homework.
Like homework, I guess. I
really like I put on here smaller not sold out shows, and I think when I was typing that I kind of meant like the Avatar show that we went to where it's like it wasn't sold out. We could move up in the crowd. We could move back in the crowd. Like you can move around as much as you want, that sort of thing. Definitely. I mean, that's where I could put fuck House of Blues on this list because I'm done with it. But just like the shows where you can get close to the stage if you want, or you can stand back if you want, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I love to see, don't get me wrong, I love to see a band when they say sold out.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah. Yeah.
that's fucking great. It means the band has the power to sell tickets. I don't think they necessarily make all the money off their ticket sales. Like it's the promoter, I think, that makes the majority of the money. But the band, you know, it's a sign to the promoter that like, hey, this band can sell. Let's bring them back, type thing, right?
Yeah.
So.
But we went to like Pale-Face Swiss, and that was sold out, and there was plenty of room to move around.
Right, but that was also a venue thing, really,
yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, just because it's sold out doesn't mean it has to be like a shitty environment to see a
We
show.
went to that Meshuggah show, and it was a shitty, like it was really hard to move around there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't sold out.
Yeah.
But again, it was a Live Nation venue where they're
Yeah.
going to sell every square fucking centimeter they can because they're fucking assholes.
Yeah. And then I only had 3 on my list. I mean 4 if you had fuck House of Blues, but I put Seats Are Nice.
Yeah.
I think it's our age.
I
but
guess. I hate that. I don't want to be that.
I know.
but
I know.
I
remember
agree.
talking to our friends in Iowa, probably 3 years ago, and they were talking about like how they always get seats for shows and stuff. I think we went to a Shinedown show with them and got seats, and I was just like, "Oh, fuck seats. I want to be in the crowd. I want to be down there. And they are older than us. And now that we're a few years older now, I'm like, it's kind of nice to sit down and just sit back and enjoy a show.
I do have a vague memory of going to Shinedown again with them in Milwaukee, and we had floor tickets.
Yeah.
And they turned around to me and they're like, these are the best seats we've had for seeing Shinedown or something along those lines. Like, these are amazing seats.
They always get like
the 100 section or something. Yeah.
Like the seats, like the seats. Yeah.
And now we're like right up on the stage. Yeah.
Yeah. It is a different experience, and I think it all depends on the show. Like I know next year we have a couple shows where I'm like, I want to go to that, but I want to have a seat.
Well, we just talked about like Motley Crue and Iron Maiden. I'd pay $25 to sit on the lawn at Tinley Park for that, for sure.
Yeah, but then you're watching a screen.
You are, but you're there. Like $25 isn't that bad. Again, but if you can buy the lawn tickets for $25, which sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes, yeah.
But there's also like Rush and Journey as well. I would buy the nosebleeds for that.
Yeah.
So that wraps it up. The only last thing we have to do real quick is just 2026 predictions.
Yes.
This one we do break out. We talked about this earlier where we had Spotify predictions as well as concert predictions. We didn't talk about the Spotify because we did a whole 6 as we had said at the beginning of this. But I will tell my predictions for next year for Spotify, which was get rid of Spotify. I want to get rid of Spotify.
Yeah.
That's my prediction is
Try to not have
at
it.
some point I will get rid of it. We will get rid of Spotify. At what point that is, I don't know. So how relevant will those Spotify wraps be? We might not do them next year because of that.
We might not have it.
But the goal is to say, fuck you, Spotify. I'm done. I'm going to find an alternative. If it's finding a way to stream our own media that we purchase or going to a third-party streaming platform. There's Apple Music out there, which people still shit on as well, which I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently there's a slew of other ones out there that offer streaming services as well. So we just need to find that right one that we can use and that fits well with what we want out of it and go from there. How about you? Any Spotify predictions?
I had Of Sulfur and Signs of the Swarm high on my list.
Basically, those will be your high listen tos.
Yeah.
Again, we'll see how that goes if we end up cutting it or not. But yeah. Because as we saw this year when we played that like little game, the race game of it was like a little semen race. That's basically what they were. They were like little.
Oh, see, I took it as like the what's that game where like you try to shoot like the rockets or whatever. That's what I took it as. Is like the rockets moving.
I guess, but they were zigzagging back and forth and just like semen.
No, they just went in lines.
Oh, did they? Oh, I thought they zigzagged back and forth. Anywho, as we saw throughout the year, each band would jockey front and back based on what we were listening to. So maybe they will be for that period of time that we had Spotify. Who knows? Concert predictions. I had 3. Did you have?
I had 3.
Did you?
Yeah.
Awesome. I had I had we will see at least one show at Tinley Park.
Oh, okay.
So far, I mentioned 2 that I want to go to, so we'll see at least one.
Well, somebody has to drive you out there if we see one.
That's what I'm saying. I need you to agree, and I think those are both on weekends. No, one Saturday, one Tuesday. So we probably won't go to the Tuesday one, but Saturday maybe. Because then we go to Sound Growler. The best reason to go out to a Tinley Park show is to see Sound Growler. The next one I had, we will go to Detroit or Michigan for a weekend concert.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
And I think I put this together before you told me about that Brew Yard Metal Festival out in Michigan too.
Yeah. So, which we now have on our list as a maybe.
Which this was more of, we said this when we went to see Metallica. It's really not that bad of a drive to Detroit. No. And we could go for like a Saturday show, get up early, drive out there Saturday, see the show, stay at a hotel, drive back Sunday morning.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be that bad.
That's what I mean by Detroit, seeing a show there, especially now that we're truly trying to say, fuck you, House of Blues.
Yeah. That might be another city that we look at.
I would rather spend more money to see a show than to see a show at House of Blues.
Yeah.
Like we could see the same show, but because we're going to Michigan, we have to pay for gas, have to pay for food, have to pay for a hotel, and then, all that shit. I don't know. So I could see us doing that. The last one I have is something you sort of hinted at earlier, but I do not think any good shows will be announced for Europe in 2027. That's just the pessimist in me, maybe. Maybe it's me trying not to get my hopes up because I really want to go to Sweden. I want to make this fucking work. But the linchpin in all of that making it work is that a band has to announce a show. We're not
going for an American band. We want a Swedish band.
We want something special.
Yeah. We don't want to be like, oh, Cattle Decapitation is going to be playing in Sweden.
Right. Not saying that wouldn't be a bad show or anything, but we want to go to a show. We're not just going to Sweden to go to Sweden. We want to go to Sweden to see shows. We want to structure this trip around a concert. We did that for the Metallica.
Yep.
And we somewhat did it in Ireland, but you were there for work. But when I came out...
Oh, yeah. Your dates were around a show, though.
I did structure my time around going out there.
Yeah.
Around shows. And it makes the trip so much more fun, I think, than just going to go.
Yeah, for sure.
So the linchpin of that is bands announcing. And I don't know. Maybe it was when I put this together, I thought shows got announced in like November, December.
Oh, yeah. It's always like May or April.
So maybe that's what it was. Like nobody's announced anything yet, so therefore it won't happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
So you were very elaborate on your predictions.
Are yours not so elaborate?
I said that we would see Metallica, we would see Wage War, and we'd see 70 plus shows.
Oh, we're not seeing 70 plus shows.
I think we are. If you see the lineup right now of the shows that we want to buy tickets for, how many do we have on there right now?
We have 44 on there.
Exactly.
And that's mostly up to May.
And we're not going to buy all those tickets, but I think it's going to be a very heavy concert year.
It does feel that way, doesn't it?
Yes.
Especially with those like 2 Tuesdays you mentioned of here's 20 new band announcements or tour announcements.
Yes. And there's a lot of great tours that we want to see. You went through like 15 of them that you're like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this.
Yeah, I did.
So we're going to figure out a way to make it all work. But I think it's going to be very high. Not saying we're going to do 70 podcast episodes. We might go to some shows just to enjoy the show, but I think we're gonna go to a lot of shows.
So I think 2024 was our max.
74, is that what we did?
No, it was 60 actually, in the 60s. It was 67.
Oh, I thought we had like 74 that year.
No, 67 in 2024. That was the most shows we've seen in a single year. So your prediction is we will see the most shows ever in 2026.
Yeah. I mean, what if we do more? I mean, even if we count like Reggie's bar shows and stuff like that.
Those definitely do count. Yeah. So, I mean, it's possible. I mean, like you said, we have mid 40s already announced that we want to go to.
We're not going to go to all these. But.
Yeah, we're not going to, but that's like the first quarter of the year, the first half of the year. That's not even looking at the second half, which again, there's usually a big push for the second half.
Yeah. I mean, the summer will be a lull.
Yep.
Like always, but then,
I don't know. We'll see. Fun predictions.
I like your predictions though. I like the Detroit thing.
Yeah.
We do need to look there more for shows, especially on Saturdays.
Yep.
And And then,
I think it's mostly remembering that it's that easy, because also when something's announced in Chicago, and if it doesn't fit with our schedule, or it's again at the House of Blues, we look up to, oh shit, drumstick. We look up to Milwaukee.
yeah.
And that's about it. We don't look at Detroit because I don't think about Detroit.
No, me neither. Yeah.
So-
but it definitely would have to be a Saturday, not even a Friday.
Right.
Friday would be hard.
Yes.
Unless we do, whatever. That's personal. I was going
Yeah.
to say drive there Thursday, see the
Yeah.
show, and then drive home Saturday. But
And also, I guess Minneapolis we need to look at as well, given that there's a train now.
yeah, that's a
And-
long ways over there, though. It's an 8-hour train ride.
And Madison. Oh, is it an 8-hour?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they
it's
do
about-
overnight?
And it's about an 8-hour drive as well.
Oh, is it overnight?
No.
Oh, I'd sleep on the train for that. That'd be fun. And St. Louis also has a train. So
Yes, St. Louis
and also
does, yeah.
not a bad drive either. So
No, St. Louis isn't bad at all.
so like there's
Yeah.
plenty of spots around Chicago that we
Yeah.
could travel to. Anywho, we're getting a little off topic here as we always do.
Always.
That was our year in wrap.
Yeah.
It
It was
was-
a very, 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 very good year.
It was a great year. It really was.
Yeah. I feel like the first half of the year was a lot more exciting and we did a lot more. I mean, up until July. And then after that, it was just kind of our normal fizzled out things.
Yeah, it definitely fizzled out a little bit there. July was just hectic. There
Yeah.
was so much
Yeah.
going on in July. I remember that.
Yeah.
And back to the beginning, threw a wrench in all of it. Like when that got announced, I was not expecting to go to
Oh,
Europe.
no.
And I was super excited for the road trip. I completely forgot about that by this point. But like that road trip, we planned it out and everything. I remember we were in the hotel, I think in Green Bay, for that Wisconsin Death Corps trip.
Yes.
That we were
Is that
on.
when we started talking about it?
And we planned out like we're going to go to this stop, we're going to go to this
Yeah.
stop, we're going to go to this stop. And the idea was to follow that rule of like a band doesn't play within 90 miles of
Yeah.
where they played.
So we were going to try to see a show different.
Drive 90 miles, see a show. We're going to take the ferry across Michigan to
Yeah.
Grand Rapids. Like that would have been fun. So we had all that planned out, had to throw that out the window for back to the beginning, but it was worth it. Like,
Yeah.
It was,
I still remember the day you texted me of like, do you want to go to Europe or do you want to go to England or go on a road trip? And I was like, England, why? Like, why would you ask that? Because I hadn't seen yet that they had announced.
announcement, yeah.
So, but that whole trip, we weren't even planning. I mean, we didn't think we were going to get tickets.
No.
We just happened to the Q gods were in our favor or whatever you
we
want to
got
say.
in the
Yeah.
perfect spot to pick up a ticket. Yeah,
Yep. And luckily we were able to just do it.
exactly. So 2027, not 2027, 2025
2025, yes.
was honestly a really, really good year.
It was a good year.
It was a lot of fun for music, for us, for seeing music. It's fun to look back. I like looking back on this and just remembering like the little things that I completely forgot
Yeah.
about that. Like, oh, you remember that thing? It's like, holy shit, I forgot all
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
So,
Next year we need to do better at remembering even more of the little things. So.
we do, yeah.
Yeah.
But so many highlights, and I honestly can't wait for next year just
know.
to see what happens. And
Yeah.
for me, that's always the thing. It's cool to look back. It's cool to remember the past and what you did and what you experienced. But there's always the next show. There's always the next thing. And like we've already got a show coming up here in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Less than like maybe a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow, yeah.
We're recording this on Saturday. So it'll be like the 4th or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, it picks up again. We
Yeah.
haven't seen a show since the 18th, that Meatloaf show.
Yeah. But before that it was December 4th. So
Yeah.
it would have been a whole month without a show.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
December is a lull for us for sure, and January's going to come, and we're going to pick up right away and just boom,
Yep.
boom, 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 boom. It feels that way for next year, so I'm excited for next year. And again, there's always the next show. So get out there, see some live music, and maybe we'll see you at the next show in 2026.
Bye.